Hello friends, I am Gian, the founding pastor of Victory Church here in Odessa, Texas. Today I'm at home, this is my home office, and my dear friend Maximus wants to be part of the Bible study tonight. I don't think he is going to do it, but look, he just loves to jump on you and he thinks he's just like a baby. Anyway, I want to start our Bible study soon, but I need to take Max somewhere else, okay? Thank you, guys. Okay, guys, before I go to the Bible study, some of you are watching through YouTube or maybe Vimeo or perhaps Facebook or Twitter or Periscope, whatever is the social media website or app that you are using. I thank you for that, but I want to share with you quickly something that you probably don't know or probably you don't remember is the existence of our Roku channel. This is a traditional menu of any Roku TV. If you download the app My Victory, as you can see it here, My Victory Church is a Roku channel that you have access to where you can watch live shows or the worship service or the Bible study, etc. So I invite you to do that anytime you want. And actually this Bible study will be available this evening on My Victory Roku channel if you want to watch it as well. Let's start with the Bible study. We have been reflecting about the passage in Genesis 27 from the verse 1 through the chapter 28 verse 9, the story of Isaac, Rebekah, and the two children, Jacob and Esau. The title of tonight's session is What It's Done, It's Done. This piece of paper that we give to everyone coming to our Bible study on Victory Church every Tuesday, and you have access to it also through the posts on social media. You can just download the page with the points of this study. So, and we have read this passage in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This story is an interesting story that I suggest you to read it. We are not going to do it because of time. But let me go through the 3 points that I want to discuss with you tonight. There is a big issue between Jacob and Esau as a result of the blessing that Isaac gave to his son Jacob, thinking that he was Esau. The hostility between these two siblings started right there. Today, I want you to think of this big problem that many families have today, which is the hostility between siblings. You know what is interesting? That the hostility in this particular case came as a result of an inheritance. Because actually, money in the Bible declares that the root of all evils is the love of money. Money creates a lot of problems between people, between siblings, between spouses, between members of the family, members of a church, members of a sport team, or whatever. The hostility here started because of that love of money, that interest of money. And as a result of that, these two siblings are in a big conflict. To the point that Jacob said, no, forgive me. Esau said, I am going to kill my brother as soon as my father dies. Can you imagine that? The feelings in someone's heart to the point of wishing to kill one of his siblings. It reminds you probably the story of the movie Godfather, right? Michael killing his brother Fredo. And how much regret he had at the end of the movie. Well, sometimes it's not just Bible stories or movies. It's the reality in many families. Siblings that hate each other because of money. Sometimes parents are not being too wise in the way that they distribute the wealth or whatever it is they want to share with their kids. And as a result of that, animosity, hostility between two siblings. That is terrible And I don't think that families should go through that, but they do. So what is what we can do about these things? We need to learn to forgive and let it go. If you are in trouble with any of your siblings or any family member because of inheritance, my suggestion to you is forget about it, let it go. Some people legally already took care of certain things. They already have properties in their names, money, vehicles, etc. They stole anything or everything. And sometimes it's just too late. Let it go. Forgive and let it go. That is something that we need to do today. The second point that I want to discuss with you is that Jacob was forced to leave the land. You know what is interesting? The blessing of Isaac was that he will be the leader of the new leader of the family, right? So supposedly Jacob will be in charge of all these possessions, all the wealth, the land, the employees, etc. But as a result of the fear that Esau, his brother, will kill him, Rebekah said to her son, "Son, you gotta go." And later Isaac said to him, "I agree with your mom. I think you need to go. It's better for you to leave the land." You know what? All the scheme, all these tricks that they played in order to get the inheritance at the end didn't work well for Jacob. Jacob needed to leave the land. What is the thing I see in many cases that people are trying to do all kind of manipulations to get some things, and at the end they will not be able to enjoy it. And that happened to Jacob in this particular case. He needed to leave and go to his relatives somewhere else. How sad is that? And now the mother, Rebecca, who wanted to have security and also the protection of her son, now has no son because Jacob has to go, and Esau is married to these two women that she doesn't approve. What a problem. You see, how can we apply this to our lives? Is today we need to see that it's not worth it to try to manipulate things, because at the end it's going to bite you. So no. That's not a good idea. It's better if you just don't put your hands on certain things. Just let things happen. Because what is yours is yours. When the Lord wants to bless you, He will bless you regardless. But if you are trying to manipulate things and try to move things and get documents here and get signatures there, at the end it's going to be bad for you. And the third thing that I have for you tonight is that Esau realized at that point that the fear of his mother was that because he married these women that she didn't approve. So he said, I'm going to change that. I'm going to marry another woman that maybe she will approve. So now he goes in a third marriage, having a third wife, thinking, now my mother is going to be happy. My father is going to be happy. You know what, my friends? Sometimes we cannot fix certain things. What is done is done. You cannot scramble eggs, they say. What is what you have done in your life? If you have made wrong decisions, if you have made mistakes, if you have done certain things that upset people or created problems for some people, sometimes it's just better just let it go. Sometimes trying to correct things not necessarily will bring a solution. In all cases, what we know is that reconciliation has to be from heart to heart. And the only one that can change our hearts is the Lord. It's through His Holy Spirit. If you are listening today and you are understanding what I am sharing here with you today, number one is, do not try to manipulate anything in order to get something out of it. Don't do that. Number two, if you insist in trying to do things to get what you want, at the end you are going to regret it and you're going to suffer. Don't do that. And third, for those who have done certain things that affected others, I think it's better for you just to step back. And instead of trying to do more things that will bring more problems, maybe, it's better just to step back and wait. Talk to the people around you, especially when it's about your business, with your family, with your friends, in your company, with your church. Speak with people. Try to come to a negotiation. Well, I want to share with you something today here. Here in my hands, I have quotes of some insurance companies that I have received today. I was trying to get some things done with my insurances last week, and somebody, one of the companies that I use, said to me that the policy didn't allow certain things, and they didn't want to work with me. So you know what I did? I gave them time. I said that was Friday. I said, let's talk Monday or Tuesday. Let's see what happens. They didn't call me. So today I decided to go and research for better prices and insurances, and guess what happened? I got better prices, and I am now in a better position. So I called the company this afternoon and I said, all this is happening because you were not flexible. You were so rigid. This is it. You know, companies need to work with their customers. We need to work with our people. You need to be more flexible with whoever you are dealing with. Because when we are so rigid and we try to do things so strictly, you need to be more flexible. You have to learn to have some exceptions to certain rules. Because sometimes, you know, when we are so rigid, we can lose it all. Flexibility comes as a result of being willing to listen. Listen to the people around you, to your customers, to your supervisor, to your co-workers. Listen to people around you, your family members. Listen to them. What is what they need, what is what they want, and work with them. That is very important. This family suffered a lot. And there is more that we are going to discuss in the next studies. But one of the things that I can tell you is this. Not being able to communicate with our people and share with them what is what we would like, not being able to listen to our people to hear what they will like, puts us in very different, very difficult spots. So it's better if we are flexible, if we learn to listen and try to work with everybody. So I wish that you will have a beautiful week, and thank you for watching. This is Gian from Victory Church. See you later.